Greetings, hello everyone, my name is Rory, and welcome to Rory's Survival Series. Today's going to be a fun episode, it's also going to be an incredibly short one. So today I'm going to be doing a world tour of my world because life got in the way. I started writing a book for some reason, and also like half of my siblings are graduating high school. So that's I gotta go quick. So let's just make this somewhat short. I'll still take my time, but look at all this. This is cool. This is my favorite world. This is also my forever world. This world is about 5 years old, and some new things, however, have appeared in the world. You have the cherry blossom biome, and of course the pale oak. I've been venturing off into the wilderness, and then of course this, if you don't understand immediately what this is, that's fine. It's an iron farm. I'm going to renovate it eventually. But let's give you a look and just start from the very beginning. This over here is my starter base. It's a little strange. I never really finished the roof. You know, I never really gave it a good roof, but if you come down here, you can actually parkour up to the top, which is a cool little feature. I quite like it. I had just gotten lanterns when this world had started, so I was very happy to be able to use these. And if you enter, this is the actual starter base, and then I built the extra parts of it later. It's got some stuff in it, which is like works in progress that are like whatever. These are literally 5 years old, and I never did them. Weird things. This is my favorite block. Sometimes the Enderman will grab a snow block and just place it, and it gives you like this really weirdly textured mess of something. But it's really cool, and I don't have the heart to destroy it because it's not obtainable by silk touch. It's a glitch. But if you see over here, you have all sorts of wonderful, lovely goodies. Lovely goodies. And then this kitchen. This kitchen is actually my favorite part of the entire base. So if you come over here, I put barrels, and I got like a sink here too, which I think is very cool. And you can look out and watch the sunset and look out into the world. You have a smoker here, which is cool. Like a little grill. And then of course you got no outlet for the smoke whatsoever, so that you die of carbon monoxide poisoning. I go outside, let me show you this wall. The Wall of Progress, I think, is what this is called. Yeah. Yeah. Go kill something evil and do it yes. I think I'm gonna do that, actually. Okay. Let's see if I can do it. No, I missed. I got it! Hold on, I think it was this one. Let's try this. Oops. I'm supposed to fly. Hold on. No! It's really hard when you light your elytra. I don't know which one it was. There's many muchos of them. Fly by shooting. Not shooting, sorry. Got him! I guessed the right one! I feel so happy. And this axe is going to break, and I think it's best if I keep it. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a tangent, but I think it was very fun nonetheless. I might as well just show you this garden here. This iron golem wasn't here yesterday. I think a villager just kind of like erected him up here. But anyway, I don't run anymore. I'm not fit anymore. I don't use these anymore. So yeah. This is actually, I think it's the only enchanting table I have in the entire world, which can be really frustrating to get to. My bedroom was up here. Okay, I did not open this, ever. Lava bucket, spruce planks, rotten flesh, spruce sign, oak door. There's a system to this. I think this was just hotbar, shield, armor, inventory here. And I just filled it with junk. And by the way, yes, I have a netherite hoe. It's useful. I have it for... Hello. Are you the one who put an iron golem in the middle of my backyard? Yes. This is not a very well maintained thing. Can't decorate the XP farm. Can't. It's not an XP farm yet. Okay. I'll show you the XP farm next. Okay, well, that's the entirety of the house. Let me show you this XP farm I was referring to. It's this thing. This is an all-purpose mob farm, and you can actually fly up here. plenty of mobsters spawn up here, and it's completely snowy. But, essentially, this is at 255, but this was the world height before, and then when I updated the world, that world height, vamooshed. And as you can see, it is pretty high, but those things are actually at a higher level, which is really nice. And this actually looks really cool to jump down and view as a distance. But anyway, here, let me show you this thing. It's riddled with bats. You see how sketchy that redstone is? You can probably get the gist. It actually spawns monsters not super efficiently, and rather than fix it, I just, like, would sit there overnight and just let them build up, and then just, like, kill them all in the morning. I got a lot of gunpowder that way, but I must have been doing it for, like, every night for weeks, because it's actually not as fast as you might expect. And this was originally obsidian, but eventually I decided I don't need this for XP, since I got an actual Enderman farm, so I just let them die, and you get lots of string, which is good. This is going to be useful for mob proofing. Rotten flesh, I can trade it for villagers, actually, so that's one of the reasons I kept it. The other reason being I don't want to get rid of stuff. But, of course, a little bit of gunpowder. I cleaned that out for a project that I had just completed, like, literally the last episode. And then you come in here, you have a bit of a safe room, because sometimes the creeper would explode and spiders would get in and kill me. You have a dog here, there's an ender chest. I gave it buttons, but, like, you know, it's cool. It is absolutely cool. And I am trying my very hardest to show this to you in the order in which it was built. So if we come over here, we have my farming district. This cow farm is still my main food source. I've yet to build an actual hoglin farm, but this right here, this is the first build I actually built in this entire world that I actually think is good. So if you come over here, you have a stable and like little things for skeleton horses, and I have 5 skeleton horses in here. A little puddle here because, like, you know, these buildings in real life never have proper drainage, you know, and just I'm really proud of this curve. I did not add this later. This was literally like a 5-year-old world. Like, this was made 5 years ago, and I managed to accomplish this curve. I'm very happy that I was able to do that with as bad of a builder I was back like 5 years ago. But anyhow, cattle, infinite wolf farm. This was added later, but you get the gist of it. This right here is just a farming thing, and then villagers kind of occupied it. So that right there is a portal to my original Nether highway, and then I redid the Nether and then rebuilt the highway, just not as well. It's kind of a work in progress still, but, you know, at least the Nether portals are all connected again. This over here was decorated later, and that was a fun episode. I really enjoyed building this here. Let me walk you up through this. It's a bit of an immersive experience. You're gonna walk up here. I think this was actually a really well done build, even though it was small and like didn't require a lot of technique. But I'm very proud of it. And then you come over here, and then you just do a gradual walk here, and my phone just rang. I'm not going to read that right now because I am recording. And then you end up in the sugarcane farm again. I did not actually show this sugarcane farm. So there's plenty of things wrong with a sugarcane farm. The first of which, someone who actually knows them, who's actually a game developer, was telling me, why do you have hundreds of observers here? You only need a few. These are lag machines. So, I haven't fixed it yet, but I still don't have extreme lag yet. But of course, you have, like, the little system here for the minecart to come and pick up all the stuff. But this is the first actual redstone contraption that works that I designed myself. So, utilizing a couple of mechanics here, if there's ever items draining through this hopper, this comparator will immediately fire. This redstone repeater will fire. And then this little mechanism will fire, and this torch will go off. And that would mean that the minecart freezes here, and then once all the items are drained, this will stay off. And then, of course, the reason you have this like little detector rail here is because this same circuit will get powered and turn it off just enough that it can actually get up here and not, like, basically get sent into this, like, little wool here. But, it's, I like this little mechanical thing. It's gotten me a lot of sugar cane and, whatnot. But there's not as much to this world as I would originally have hoped. And I know, we'll get to this. We'll get to that eventually, don't worry. What else have I? Okay, the airships are a recent addition and just put them all over the world. Let's show you the villager farm. So, this villager breeder was the first thing that I built, and I tried to make it kind of like a Martian interstellar type thing. And of course, it is very morally ambiguous. It is very morally ambiguous, so, yeah, it's fine. A recent accomplishment I'll get to in a minute. This is a melon and pumpkin farm. That's an iron farm. Very inefficient. The iron farm keeps breaking. The villagers keep jumping off their platforms and breaks. But, I am going off on a lot of tangents. There's a lot to show here. Okie dokie. By the way, these are panic chambers. Quick little retreats for when you need to get away from a bunch of mobs really quickly. I did that when I was not as good at PvP. This is the reason why I don't actually care that this iron farm is not working. Because I have so much iron, I may not need more. Like, possibly not until I reach 100, like, episodes. This right here is a Hall of Fortune, and it has been approved by Greg. This took a while. I have every single match level enchantment, save 3. It has all the ones that a villager can offer. Villagers can't offer certain treasure enchantments, so I don't have those, but I have everything else. Now you may be wondering, who's Greg? That's Greg. Oh, that's a weird thing. Actually, that's Greg. He's Greg. I never figured out what to do with him. I don't know where I was going with that. But you've seen enough here. It's fine. You've seen plenty. You've seen plenty. Okie dokie. I think that's that entire thing. So now we are going to move on to the next phase in my Minecraft world. So if you come over here, you have this tree. I decided I wanted to have a mega build, an official one. And this has gone through many a renovation. Everything from, like, here, this line, upward, I built about that much, but thing is, originally I had destroyed it. I can show a picture of it. It was not good. My building skills just kind of fell apart because I simply did not have the technique to do what I was doing. So I did a bunch of other series, and then, like, the different series were a little sporadic, and they never did really all that well, but they got me really good at building in Minecraft. This is, however, the original little spiral staircase. And then that over there, that nether portal, I'm happy with that. It's got a little spiral. It's nice. But as you can see, you have ugly planks here. Everything below that little circle, that little dinner plate right there, is something that I'm going to eradicate because I am I'm not pleased with it in the slightest. It was a big project, too big for me to take on, and I just didn't do it well. Look at how horrible this is. I absolutely loathe the way this looks. It is like horrible color choice. It's like a really beige back rooms kind of look. And of course I needed light, so I just put lanterns everywhere on like equal intervals. And it just like kind of messes with your brain a little bit. And then of course you may be wondering what this is. Oh, it's an item sorting system. Isn't that great? Don't you like the item sorting system? It's a cool concept, but it is done so incredibly horribly. So incredibly horribly. You see how far I have to walk to get to different spots here? Like, you have, like, diamonds over here, and diamond blocks, and just blocks that were not practical. You need to do it for blocks that are, like, either really important or you need to have a lot of. And look, everything else that I have, most of what I have, goes up into the overflow chamber, which is just really frustrating. And actually, let me show you some of the meat and potatoes of how this thing works, which I'm not proud of in the slightest. See this? Look at how badly this is. I mean, the actual mechanics of the sorting system were really bad, but look, hoppers everywhere. This is why I needed so much iron. but, like, it looks cooler out here than it does on the inside. Which I think is, like, I think that's, like, a very, very poor design choice. But, yeah, that's it. That's it. You know, it's just, okay. And then, of course, I need to show you... what do I show first? Do I show you the Nether? I'm just going to show you the Nether first. It would make more sense. So if you come over here, I decided, you know what? I'm going to take on another mega build. This is the new and improved Nether. And this is my base. It is a work-in-progress base that I literally started last episode. And I think it's really awesome. I'm excited to keep going on it. But of course, it turned way bigger than I thought it'd be, because it's actually kind of to scale for the thing that I'm building it based off of. This thing is entirely my own creation, but it allows you to do this. It allows me to fly through the Nether roof and navigate. I'm going to build even more of these little bases and cool things and Oblivion-based style things, and it's just, I think it's gonna be a great time. And however, some of you may know, to break a single block in the Nether roof, you need to utilize a piston glitch that requires 2 TNT, assuming you even get it right. So it took hundreds of TNT to get this, maybe up to 1,000, which required a lot more gunpowder than my wee little XP farm. Than my wee little XP farm could keep up with. So I decided I'd switch to a new XP farm. And if you come over here, this is a portal that leads to a very mysterious location. It's in the middle of nowhere. And that's because it leads to the end porter room. Now I'm trying to be very conscious of the fact that there's probably going to be some audio glitching whenever I change dimensions. I don't know how to fix that bug. I'm sure if I feed Perplexity my Java VM arguments, it would work. But you can probably guess really quickly as to what this is if you're a veteran Minecraft player. And you can probably guess even more by this. It's a nifty little thing. I always turn down the sound because these guys are so incredibly loud. And if you come here, you're back to my current project, which is a village for the villagers. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a bright and happy village. Basically, to give the villagers a better life than indentured servitude, basically. It's just a little bit of a moral thing. And of course, I was saving this for last. You've probably been expecting this. Yep, this little thing has been looming over here, and it's actually my favorite build out of anything here. This up here was very well thought out and nice, but I just kind of gave up on, like, this actual thing right here. I didn't make it look like a convincingly propelled thing. I did not have time to do this because I was trying my hardest to get through the Nether roof. But, as you can see, I used some gradient and weird, like, shapes and things like that. But, as you can probably guess, this is a creeper farm. So, yep. And, of course, as you can see, it is beautiful. And very exciting. This up here is one of my favorite rooms to be in my entire world. I have to come up high up here so that the actual creepers will spawn. But you can even kind of make your way up to the roof. I don't very often, but this is my favorite room to be in out of anything else. I think I'm going to make this probably my new permanent base until my tree gets done. Yeah. And if you come up here, lightning rods, this is an airship. Just like everything else. So, a quick thing, I will just say one thing. That right there, my fire spreads is on, I can't turn it off, so that thing right there is flammable. So, each of these airships has a lightning rod on it, and I made an airship in every color. And then I just put them all around my base, and now everything's lightning proof. So I don't get villagers turning into witches and despawning, which was a problem I was having. I don't get things catching on fire, which is a problem I was having. Which are really the main two problems, but they can be pretty catastrophic problems. But, in any case, I'm just glad to take you along for the ride. Now to end off this episode, I would like to give a nice montage of some of the videos I have made up to this point. And I think it's actually going to be a bit of an emotional experience for me, just because there's a lot of heart went into this world, as bad as it was for as long as it was. Go Whaler. But anyhow, enjoy this little time lapse, this little recap. Rory Survival Series. This does not mean that the series is ending. It's just kind of like sorry, you saw my face there for a second. It's just a little thing. So enjoy.
Hello everybody, my name is Redship and I'm going to be creating a Minecraft survival series. Don't leave like the tops of trees hanging, destroy the whole tree. It's just hideous when you don't. But there's a problem. We have a problem. There's a creeper. I'm gonna wait for the skeleton to die, and then... Alright, creeper's dead. Progress update, he is down to half health, and I have not died once.